What's up, everybody? It's Soren Baker.
Amir, Rahimi.
And this week on The Great Debaters, one of our favorite artists, Eazy-E. Alright, everybody, we're back here on The Great Debaters, and as always, please hit that subscribe button, like our content, share it, talk about it, be about it, each one teach one. We appreciate your guys' support and enable us to keep The Great Debaters going. So please subscribe to Unique Access Entertainment down there. It's free, as y'all know. Get a friend to subscribe. Listen to our podcast, Unique Access Entertainment with Soren Baker, wherever you check out your podcasts. And please, spread the word, Unique Access Entertainment. Now, Amir, we both love Eazy-E. We're both very excited to talk about his first album, or first project, I should say, post Eazy-Duz-It, the masterpiece of 1988. And it took 4 years. 1992 was his next solo project, 5150, Home of the Sick, an EP. What were your first experiences getting into this project?
I don't know why it took so long to make another solo Eazy release. That's one thing that kind of upsets me just off the jump. I know there were other things going on and other music was being made.
A lot of things, but I'm still like, come on, let's get some more Eazy-E music. But I first heard this actually like right after or the same time as Eazy-Duz-It, because I had the repress of Eazy-Duz-It where they had added this EP to the back end of Eazy-Duz-It. So I actually initially thought it was part of the Eazy-Duz-It album when I first heard it back in like 7th grade or whenever that was. So that's kind of what I thought, and then when I was reading more into it, I found out, oh, it's its own EP. Well, that kind of makes sense, because why was there an intro track at like the end of the album? But anyways, so first off, I mean, the cover is just very violent. We can start off with that, with Eazy, you know, and he's also shown up to interviews with guns too, which he's such a character, and that's another reason why Soren says he's one of our favorites. But let's go ahead and get into my first pick. I'm gonna go with Neighborhood Sniper, and that song, to me, I think it's very well produced. Colin87 does a great job, and him being one of my favorite producers, really, of all time. I think he probably should be in everyone's list. It's a shame if they don't have him up there, but he's just one of the best ever for many reasons. But Colin87, I like the intro. It's gonna be a long time, like it's all this stuff that Eazy's saying. Then you just hear just really mayhem on the production. And there's so much mayhem on that chorus too. I think it's like chaotic, but it's melodic at the same time. It's very catchy in my opinion, but it's also like very dark, like bomb bomb had to murder them. Like all that I think is like super catchy, but also dark. Eazy-E's verses, he's like on rooftops and he tries to scare people, putting the gun to their head, boom. Like he's like very sinister in this song. So I think that's very awesome, and he's like a superhero, and like all these, the way he's describing things and the way that you hear like the story go, and just with the chorus tying it all together, I think is just excellent. And then with the song title Neighborhood Sniper, I mean, it's just dark in itself. So it's also very interesting to hear after Only If You Want It, like such a difference in sonics. Huge difference. Then when you see like the Only If You Want It music video, it's like the wet t-shirt show, like all that, which was super. I love that music video for many reasons. But like that's like, to hear this song after that, it's just so weird in the sequencing. So I found that always peculiar. And then the track after, Brothers My Height Don't Fight, like the whole thing is kind of all over the place actually, which is something I don't really like, but for some reason I like it. I don't know. But that's my first pick. Neighborhood Sniper's not my pick, and we're just doing 2 since this is an EP. I should have said that at the top. And there's only 5 songs.
Talked about damn near every song.
Yeah, already. But mine is Only If You Want It, because I just thought the chorus and the vibe of the song was really good to me, and this was also the first song that I had heard from Eazy-E on the solo side for so long that I think I just was so excited, and I think it sounded good. Of course, Naughty by Nature was on fire at the time, so adding them, Tretch on the chorus, Eazy-E bringing it out in the verses, and I thought, it's just kind of Eazy-E-ish, but I also could tell it wasn't the same Eazy-E we had gotten from Brothers for Life and earlier.
So it's just right away I could tell, okay, things are very different now. And I still liked it a lot, and it's still probably my favorite song on 5150, just because I think the beat is probably my favorite beat on here. I just think it sounds really good, and Eazy-E's voice works well, and he and Tretch are like their kind of interplay and going back and forth, and I think it just turned out really well, especially being the first real song after the intro. So that's my first pick. Amir, what's your second pick on Eazy-E's 5150 Home for the Sick?
Second pick, well, this one's pretty easy for me. Well, only if you want it, Neighborhood Sniper were battling for my second spot, but my number one spot was always Merry motherfucking Xmas. And I actually have the single right here, the 7-inch single. We got the red vinyl right here. And wow, what a special, special, special song. In my opinion, the greatest rap Christmas song ever. And I know a lot of people might like default to Christmas in Hollis because it's so iconic and it's great and it's Run-DMC and all that. But no, this is the best rap song that has Christmas as the main theme because, I mean, it's really the only rap song with how many references and how many, like, melodies stolen and
Christmas
changed,
carols and
Christmas
all
carols.
kinds of things.
How many are there? 5, 6, 7? It just goes on and on and on. And Eazy-E being the talent scout that he is, well, who's on the song? will.i.am, a young will.i.am. I mean, it's just crazy. Just look at the family tree of N.W.A. and look at all the stars and people who've made incredible material over the years. It's shocking, actually. That N.W.A. family tree is one of the most impressive things you'll ever see if you really just dissect all the discographies that spawn from just that. But that's separate. Then we also have Menage a Trois on the track, which I thought it was super great to get some female MCs on this because of the nature of the song. I mean, it's easy. Leave it to him to make a song about Christmas also about him getting some because he does it in pretty much every song. He's so funny. Then we all obviously have the incredible Rudy Ray Moore intro, which is great. And then who would have thought someone would kick him off the mic? They took the storybook from him and started talking about Christmas in Compton. I mean, it's one of the funniest songs I've heard in rap. Of course, Eazy-E is at the forefront of it. Then at the end, after all the Christmas caroling and everything, they say Merry motherfucking Christmas and have a fucked up New Year, like for a minute or 40 seconds or whatever it ends up being. And I thought that was great, and it kind of builds up, and then he says, "You bitch." So he does that, and it's just so funny. It's one of the funnier songs that you'll ever hear. Make sure to listen to it after this video so you can have a good laugh. And I think it's the best Christmas song ever. I really do, for rap at least. I'm not going to speak for other genres. So, Soren, let me know.
Yes,
what your second is.
Merry motherfucking Christmas is also my second pick for all those reasons Amir said. I, as somebody who loves Dolomite and Rudy Ray Moore and got to meet him and spend time with him and interview him over the years, when I was hearing him on here, I was just blown away because, you know, later in 92 or around the same time, we get the Chronic and he's on there, or they sample him, I should say. Mm-hmm. And then for him to actually be on this for real, I just was like, oh man, that's kind of cool. And of course, he had been sampled so many times prior to this, but to have him on, starting to get on songs as he was starting to do around this time was pretty awesome to hear as a fan of Rudy Ray Moore. So that was pretty awesome and just shocking and surprising and great all at the same time when I first heard this. But then, like Amir said, to have a Christmas song, to have it the kind of the theme of Christmas kind of flipped, but then also having the females on there, and like you said, like will.i.am being on an Eazy-E song about Christmas, and then it's profane, and then there's just so much chaos going on, and that's one of his first, if not first appearance on a song as part of the At Band clan is just so crazy to me, given what will.i.am later became. So that's just it's just crazy. And like Amir was saying too, I think this EP just showed Eazy-E trying to gather himself after Ruthless was imploding with the departure. Obviously, Ice Cube had left several years prior, but then Dr. Dre had left, so then he was getting different producers and trying to right the ship, per se, and then putting this out. And just on the 5 songs, you got 5 different producers, really. You got Naughty by Nature, you got Cold 187, you got Bobcat, you got Dr. Jam and Madness for Real on Merry Motherfucking Christmas. So it's like just a lot going on just 5 songs, and it's just a very interesting recipe for what, you know, Ruthless was evolving into post Ice Cube, or post Arabian Prince, post Ice Cube, post Dr. Dre. Mm-hmm. So lots going on. But anyway, those are my 2 picks. You guys got Amir's 2 picks. As always, hit us up in the comments section. Let us know what you guys think about Eazy-E's 5150, Home for the Sick, and always, of course, also right down there, subscribe to Unique Access Entertainment, because we really appreciate your guys' support. We're trying to get to that #1 spot. We got a long way to go, but we know we can get there with your help. So please help us get there. I'm Soren Baker.
Amir, Rahimi.
And thank you, Eazy-E, man.
Be sure to check out the History of Gangster Rap by Soren Baker. He's official.
History of Gangster Rap features exclusive interviews with Ice-T, Snoop Dogg, MC Ren, the D.O.C, and dozens of others. The History of Gangster Rap, a definitive look at how Los Angeles changed rap forever.
In Los Angeles, the streets definitely set the tone of the hip-hop music.
At 19, I got a $50,000 car.
My whole angle always was, I'll be street, but I will always tell you the horrors that go along with this life.
There will be penalties and casualties for just wearing the wrong color in somebody's neighborhood.
And once gangster rap made it from the streets to the TV, the genre exploded.
What's that 5 on Yo MTV Best with N.W.A?
Yo MTV, it just catapulted us from being local heroes to national gangbang rappers.
The History of Gangster Rap discusses it all from 1980 up till today.
It's always gonna be shit happening in the streets. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be something to talk about.
The History of Gangster Rap in stores now.